It's the kind of fight where sparks can fly.
Were you worried?
I think everybody was.
Right to work. It's a law that says unions cannot require employees to pay dues. Conventional wisdom says if dues aren't mandatory, some union workers won't pay them, which means unions could be weaker or break up altogether. For decades in Missouri, supporters of right to work have argued it would make the state more attractive to new businesses. Opponents say without unions negotiating for better wages, pay will go down.
It'll affect everyone in this state. It may bring jobs, but low-paying jobs.
When you look at states that have passed right-to-work legislation, unions are growing.
So which is it? More jobs or lower pay? That's the question Victor M. Garten once answered.
I don't see where it's going to benefit people.
Victor is a small business owner from St. Charles. Not a union guy. His 8 employees are not union workers, but he still worries about what right to work will mean for him.
Do you think it could have an effect on your business?
From the bottom line, I truly believe it does. We need people that have decent paying jobs. I worry they might make less, and that's less money that then they may have to spend for services that I provide.
Could the answers be just 2 states away? In 2012, Indiana made the switch to right to work, a state with a long union history. So we hit the road for the Hoosier State. First stop, Evansville, and the Plumbers and Steamfitters Local 136.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Mike Falkenstein started here with the union 42 years ago.
Worked my way through the ranks like everyone else did, learn how to fit pipe, weld pipe.
We asked Mike what right to work has meant for his union.
We had heard that going to be this influx of non-union going to come in, they're going to take over.
But instead of losing members, he says the opposite has happened.
Growth in membership, growth in apprentices. We're at 288 apprentices. We have never seen those numbers before.
So are these the jobs right to work proponents promised?
Truth be known, the work was already coming to Indiana prior to that, and we have not seen it slow down.
Andy says wages for his members have not dropped.
What would you say to people in Missouri, in the St. Louis area, that are worried about right to work?
Some of them probably should be worried, but the skilled trades, I don't think they have a thing to worry about.
Who do you think it really affected, though? Anybody?
Mike tells us we might find a different story with a different union.
Oh, here, we'll take this call here.
Headquarters for the Grocers Union in Evansville is based in Louisville, Kentucky. They got back to us by phone.
Are you seeing your membership numbers decline?
Yes.
Union rep couldn't give us a specific percentage, but says since right to work in Indiana, some members have stopped paying dues, even though the union is still required to represent them. She worries if the unions weaken, wages will go down.
I look at our union members and people who work so hard every day to provide their family a better life. It breaks my heart and it makes my blood pressure rise.
But what about the new jobs some say right to work can bring?
Do you think right to work has brought more jobs to Indiana?
I don't know if I can say specifically it has brought more jobs. It has brought more opportunity for us to attract new investment.
Greg Wathen is with the Economic Development Coalition of Southwest Indiana. It's his job to help new companies come to town.
And I wish I could just say it's just simply, if you get right to work, then all of a sudden your life is going to change. I don't think that's the case. I think it has not been as negative as people say it is, and it certainly probably hasn't been as positive as people thought it might be. It's been another piece of the puzzle.
So, after 170 miles and a full day of talking straight to those living with right to work, were we any closer to knowing what Missouri might see from the new law?
Yeah, I really didn't expect to hear anything on the positive, I'll be honest with you. So I think trades businesses will continue to grow, no matter what.
You're worried about those other folks, though, maybe?
It's all the other people, yeah. Well, I'm worried about everybody. That's just, everybody still should get paid a fair wage for doing their job.
With Victor M. Garten and photographer Chuck Delaney, I'm Casey Nolan on this 5 on Your Side Verify road trip.